Hi guys, this is Jessica Villarreal, director of Team Achieve. We just recently had a after convention get together with my superstar director, and I was asked to speak at the meeting. Never really made a video of my story nor my journey. I have one with just pictures, but I kind of wanted to go over this. I'm not going to go over my complete story. I'm going to go just a little bit in detail. I don't want it to be a super long video, but I do want to put this out there because I got really good feedback from that meeting, and there was a lot to maybe someone that may be out there struggling or thinking if this business is for me, or you are a director and you've been struggling, maybe not meeting your numbers or not, maybe things aren't going as planned or as they did in the beginning. And I'm here with experience and to tell you kind of what has happened to me and where I'm at right now. So first off, Scentsy. My name is Jessica Villarreal. Like I said, a director with Scentsy Family. I joined April 26th of 2011. My business got off to a super fast start. When I joined Scentsy, I did not know what Scentsy was. I had never smelt a bar. I had never seen a warmer. I had never seen anything. Basically, my close cousin of mine, which worked with me at my day job, her and I were, trying to think about making some extra money. We had looked into several direct sales companies. I had actually already met with a lady from a jewelry company. And I don't know, there was something about it that I just wasn't drawn to it. But either way, I was just really looking for something to make some extra money. That was it. Again, and I didn't know what Scentsy was. Never heard of it, anything. So my cousin tells me, hey, well, let me introduce you to my cousin's wife. She sells Scentsy. I'm like, Scentsy? What's Scentsy? And she said, well, let me show you. So we went to her website. I never knew my sponsor ever, Lucy, which I am pretty much like, we're BFFs now, super, super close. I talk to her every day. I didn't know who Lucy was. So I go to her website and I found myself there several days sitting there going back to her website like, okay, I'm back on her website. What are you going to do? I've researched it. I looked into it. So finally, around the third day that I went back to work and found myself back on her website, I said, you know what? That's it. I'm just going to join. That's it. So I joined and I paid my $99. It was time for my kid to come. I was super, super excited. In direct sales, it's very important for you to know why you're doing this. There's times that you get up and you really don't want to work your business, just like in regular everyday 9-to-5 job. So I believe that being in direct sales, it's a little bit harder than even going to a 9-to-5 because you have to be self-motivated. You have to be self-determined. You have to be a go-getter. You got to get up there and want to make things happen. And so, because there's not going to be anybody pushing you to do your job but yourself. So with that said, like I said, I took off so fast. I reached sensational start level 2, almost reached 3. I earned my shooting star award in my first 15 days. I recruited 27 people in my first year. I earned my most prized possession, which is my annual mentor award that only 120 people during 2011 earned. No, 2012, sorry. 2012, duh. But anyway, so I was on fire 2011, 2012. My team grew. I made director in about 7 months. And I traveled last year. I earned the all expense paid trip to Dominican Republic. I'm trying to say the reason why I did that is because I had it on my dream board since we left convention and they told us that was where our incentive trip was going to be. And I'm so excited to say that I earned that. Anyways, things were great. Things were awesome. And then the end of 2011, life happened. And things happened. Lots of personal things happened within my family. The beginning of 2013, January, February, I had some health problems. I ended up having surgery in March of 2003. So basically what I want to say is that life happens, and if and when it does, it doesn't matter. It happens to the best of us. if and when it does, you have to be okay and not beat yourself up and tell yourself, you know what, it's okay. I fell down. I need to dust myself off, get back up, and keep on keeping on. Because if you don't, that's when the real problem comes into play, because you quit. And there is no way to lose but to quit. Concern and importance of knowing your why, which I said in the beginning, my why was I was paying $1,000 a month to send my kids to private school, and my whole thing was money. That's all I wanted. I said if I could get $1,000 a month out of this business to pay for my kids' tuition, I'm good. That's all I want. Little did I know that 2.5 years later, it was so much more than that. And I promise you, I'm not going to cry. But it is so much more than that. Knowing your why is important. Sometimes we get lost in it, and our whys change as we grow. When I first started, that was my why. Like I said, now my why is to help each one of my new team members or my group members realize that they can make this business work. For them to have an extra $1,000 a month. For them to be able to promote and see that they can make something happen. That is my ultimate goal for me personally. Because to be able to say that you had a tad bit to do with them reaching their goals, feeling better about themselves, someone that may not have even had money to put their kids in an extracurricular activity, now because of Scentsy, they're able to do that. Or a person that couldn't make their car payment, now is able to do that with Scentsy. Or a person that just had, they're so consumed with life and they don't have any social outlet. Well, having Scentsy in their life and being able to go out and have parties and come to group meetings and just having friends, now they have more than they can possibly, talk to on a daily basis. That is the beauty of and the things that you get out of Scentsy. So, of course, those whys are going to change as you grow, as you reach goals along your way with Scentsy. Lots of quotes that I took away from Orville, which is the owner of our company. He's such an intelligent man, and I could just hear him talk all day. But some of the main things that I just want to talk about were he said to connect your heart to your head, and then to connect your heart to others, which that is truly, I believe, a way to gain new team members and to just gain new relationships. Your why must be just that, powerful enough to make you cry, and I'm not going to cry, and light that fire within yourself. I seem to connect my why with my kids. My kids mean the world to me. I would do anything for my kids. I live and I breathe for my kids, and that's my why. To be able to give them everything that I possibly can, things that I never was able to do, to have an easier life, to just everything. That's my why. To be able to, right now, my kids want to go to Paris. Something that they've seen me have my dream board, and they see me all the time saying, I want to do this, I want to do this. And I told them, well, what's something you would want to put on your dream board? They said they want to go to Paris. So for me, that's on my dream board, to take my family to Paris. So they are my why, needless to say. That's super important to know and to find out. Sometimes it can be too broad. Sometimes we have a hard time connecting with our why. Sometimes it's just we got to dig deep. And at that point in our business, maybe we can't. Early on, I didn't really have a why that was something that really lit fire to me. It was money. And that's changed. What Heidi and Orville talked about that it really hit home for me was the whole message that they gave us, that they wanted us to leave with once we left convention, was maybe it's time to focus on our yays, which are our joys, our accomplishments, everything that we, all the good. Think about everything that you've done within your Scentsy business that is something that you can pat yourself on the back for. Like I said, before I went to convention, and I went to this meeting that my superstar director asked me to speak at, I was struggling. I didn't even think I was going to go to convention. I was super down. I felt, because the last 5 months, I hadn't really been working my business the way I should be. I've always taken care of my team. That's never changed. But me personally, I wasn't working my business the way I should be. But then again, I thought about I had surgery. I had some personal family problems. So it was a lot of things that took place. And like I said, life happened. So I had to take a back seat. And when I went, it was so refreshing for me to walk away with that saying, when I left convention the first day and they talked about your yays, I literally went back to the hotel room and I told myself, wow, I just thought we shared a hotel room with 6 girls that were on our team. And I just told myself, you know, yeah, you can continue to beat yourself up about what you have or haven't done, but you could also celebrate everything that you've accomplished your first year and a half with Scentsy and say, you know what, I've done it before, I can do it again. Like literally, that's what it came down to. I've done it before and I'm gonna do it again. I was in the hotel room and I said to myself, wow, these girls that are here from my team, I had a small bit of a role in playing for them to be there and to be as excited as they were and to experience everything they did and them telling me what they learned from it and what they're going to go back and use. And that excitement to see them be so motivated and excited to go home and work their business was a yay for me. So that was huge. That was what I walked away with convention. Loved. It's passion combined with action. Your passion is your why, and your yay is your action that you took to get that yay. After that, like I said, there's several quotes that hit me. This is one of my main ones, and I actually typed it up and I put it a lot of places. This was something that Orville said, which I just love. It's a life of significance is built with days of struggle. Like in 5 years when I'm sitting on the beach with my kids, or in and maybe next year when I'm sitting in Paris with my kids visiting, you know, different places, when I get there, I'm going to be able to understand why the struggles that I had to be there for me to experience what I was experiencing. So a life of significance is built with days of struggle. I love that. So whatever your yay is now, make a goal for those fellow consultants that the next year at convention, you'll double your yay. Explain. I just said to myself, all your downfalls that you've had and life happening to you the past 4 or 5 months, to me, was blown out of the water when I started celebrating all the good that had come out of Scentsy the past year and a half. All my yays, all my accomplishments, my Dominican trip, my annual mentor award, my team members calling me, telling me that I inspire them every day. Just things like that. I mean, so I left with a new, refreshed, motivated outlook on my business. I knew that I eventually will become a superstar director. I know that I'm meant to be a superstar director. I know that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. And I know that eventually Scentsy will be my full-time. Scentsy will help my family through it all. That's what I know. Orville said, it doesn't matter when you start, but it matters when you quit. Try a little harder to be a little better every day. Find what makes you say yay and find others to share it with. Favorite ones. Remember, without the bitter, the sweet isn't sweeter. So, those were some of my highlights from convention. You know, you have to, in this business, you have to pat yourself on the back. When life happens, know that it's okay. And pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move on. I mean, that, and it's not just with your Scentsy business. That's just in life in general. If so many people choose to quit sometimes. I'm not a quitter. I never have been. But I'm hoping this video may touch somebody that maybe at a point in their time that they don't know if this is the right place. They don't know if this is where they should be. Whether it be Scentsy, any other direct sales company, or in life, period. But just know that celebrate everything, all the good. Celebrate the good instead of always thinking on of the bad or what's not happening or what you're not doing. Think about everything that you have done, the way you've affected other people, things like that. And when you think about your yays and the joys, your accomplishments, those most of the time, almost all the time, will outweigh all the bad and everything that you're not doing. Liking my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you get my updates for any new videos. There will be several. Until then, if you are thinking about joining Scentsy, my information will be down. I'd love to help you get started growing your business and to bless you with this opportunity that I've been blessed with the past 2 years and 4 months. and help you start your business and your new journey. So until then, have a great day, guys.